Joined with UNI head basketball coach Ben Jacobson as the Panthers go 1-1 in a pair of Missouri Valley Conference home games. A win against Valpo on Saturday and then a 1-point loss to Loyola on Wednesday. Coach, just as we get close to the conference tournament, what are you seeing from your guys that you like, and where do you want to see a couple improvements?
Well, there's a lot more to like right now than there is need for improvements. There's always something, and even in the last 4 games where we've played really well, both ends. I thought our defense, of course, had really picked up in the last couple of basketball games, and it was good tonight, especially in the second half when we were playing against Loyola. I thought against Valpo in the first 20 minutes, our defense was as good as it had been all year for a half. So that part has continued. But again, whether you win one or you lose one, there's always a little bit of something, and we've tried hard to add some things, whether we've won a couple in a row or we've lost one, and the guys have done a great job of grabbing onto that. And in terms of stuff that we like right now, Brad, I just think the guys are moving around so well offensively, and it was really good against Valpo. It was really good the last 12 minutes against Loyola. The first 25 minutes we had a tough time on offense, and that had us out of whack a little bit because we'd been so good offensively.
You want to be playing good basketball as you go into March. That win over Valpo gave you 4 in a row, the hottest team in the Missouri Valley Conference going into that Wednesday matchup. You got big play down in the post against a couple of 7-footers for Valpo. What do you like that you're seeing out of your post players right now?
Yeah, and in that game, and Valpo's got 2 7-footers they can throw at you, and they had really outplayed us at Valpo. And I thought Luke did a terrific job. He worked hard to get away from them and was much more active than he was at Valpo. And when he had to, he did a better job of just providing some resistance and making things harder on those guys. And then I think our perimeter players have made a good change. They're more active, and that provides just enough help for Luke and for JD and for Biggie, just enough help that they're able to do a better job down there on the block.
The UNI Panthers have one more regular season game before they head to the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament next weekend in St. Louis. We'll have more with Coach Jacobson coming up right here on Panther Sports Talk.